Stop scrolling right now. Before you continue, listen to this carefully. I made this video specifically for you. And I need to tell you something important. What you're about to hear is a true story. This actually happened to a real family. A family named the Johnsons moved into a beautiful home in Seattle, Washington in 2016. What they discovered about their next-door neighbor changed everything. The truth behind that house is absolutely terrifying. Something evil lived there. Something that should never have existed. This is their true story. Please watch till the very end. Thank you. Before we get into this nightmare, please hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. I make these videos exclusively for you. Your support means everything. We upload the scariest true paranormal stories every single week. These are real documented cases. Real people. Real experiences. Please don't miss out. Subscribe now. Let's get into this terrifying story. The Johnson family was excited. Sarah and Michael Johnson had just bought their dream home in Seattle. A beautiful two-story house with a white fence and a garden. Their children, Emma and Jack, ran around exploring. They felt like they were in paradise. This was the home they had always dreamed about since their wedding. The neighborhood seemed perfect, quiet, peaceful, tree-lined streets. Friendly neighbors. Everything seemed welcoming. But there was one house that looked different. The house next door. It was old, rundown. The paint was peeling badly. The windows were dark, the yard was overgrown with dead grass and dying trees. It looked abandoned, but someone lived there. Sarah saw the man once, an old man, thin, pale. He never left his house. He would stand at his window at night watching the neighborhood, watching the Johnson family constantly. It made Sarah very uncomfortable. She asked the neighbors about him. They didn't want to talk. They looked scared. Sarah asked directly one day, "Who is the man next door?" Her neighbor Linda hesitated. Then she told Sarah something shocking. "We don't talk about that house. Bad things happen there. Don't go near it. Just stay away completely." Sarah wanted answers. So she researched the house's history. What she found was absolutely shocking. The house had been owned by the same man for 40 years. Before that, someone else. The records went back 80 years. In all that time, people had disappeared near that house. Unexplained disappearances. Missing persons cases never solved. 37 people gone. A few weeks after moving in, strange things started happening. Emma came home from school crying. She said a man had followed her. He had no face, no eyes, no features, just a blank head. He followed her all the way home but stopped at the property line. He couldn't cross over. Emma was traumatized. Then Jack saw the same thing. Jack was playing in the backyard when he saw the faceless figure at the fence. It was very tall, 7 feet or more. It stood perfectly still, just watching. Jack screamed and ran inside. He refused to go back outside. Sarah went to the police. The officers were sympathetic, but said there was nothing they could do without evidence. They suggested it might be someone in a costume. But Sarah knew it wasn't that. She could feel the evil. Sarah talked to more neighbors. One elderly woman opened up. She told Sarah the truth. The man next door had been alive for 80 years but didn't age. He looked the same in photographs from 40 years ago. He was something else, something paranormal, something not human. The woman said the disappearances were connected. People who got too close to that house disappeared, just vanished. No bodies, no evidence, just gone. Taken by the entity that lived in that house. The entity fed on souls. It kept them trapped. Sarah was terrified. She wanted to leave. But Michael said they were being paranoid. He said it was coincidence. He said they should stay in the house. Then one night, Michael went missing. He went to work and never came home. Sarah called the police. They searched. They found nothing. Michael had vanished. Gone completely. Sarah packed the children's things. She was leaving immediately. As she loaded the car, she saw the figure next door. The faceless man, standing at his window, watching her. She realized the terrible truth. Michael had been taken by the entity. He was trapped in that house now. Trapped with all the other people. Trapped forever in darkness. Sarah called paranormal investigators. She gave them all her research. The history, the disappearances, the accounts. The investigators were shocked. They recognized the pattern. This was paranormal, an entity that fed on human souls. The investigators attempted to enter the house, but something stopped them. An invisible barrier. They couldn't get inside. They tried everything, but they couldn't breach it. The entity was protecting its prison, protecting all the trapped souls inside those walls. Sarah left Seattle with her children. She moved to California. She never went back. She never found out what happened to Michael. She never got closure. The paranormal investigators continued their work. They documented everything. They confirmed the entity's existence. They identified 37 people who had disappeared over 80 years. 37 souls trapped forever, suffering, unable to escape. To this day, the house stands empty officially. But the entity still lives there, still watches, still waits for people to get close. The neighborhood has a high suicide rate. People become depressed. Some end their lives. The case remains unsolved. The entity remains at large. And the question remains, how many more souls will be trapped? Is Michael still alive inside? Will anyone ever stop this entity? Will those 37 souls ever find peace? The answers remain unknown. The house still stands. The entity still hunts. And somewhere, in the darkness of that house, Michael Johnson and 36 others remain trapped. Conscious. Suffering. Forever trapped in that paranormal prison. That is the true story of the Johnson family and the haunted house in Seattle. This actually happened. The disappearances are real. The entity is real. If you enjoyed this video and found it genuinely scary, please leave us a rating and comment below. Tell us what you thought. Have you experienced anything paranormal? Share your stories with us. If you want to know what happened to Michael Johnson, the full identities of the 37 missing people, and the method the paranormal team discovered to potentially stop this entity, subscribe because part 2 is coming very soon. It's even more disturbing than this. Comment part 2 if you want answers. Do you think Michael is still alive inside that house? Drop your theories in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video I made specifically for you. Your support means everything. Subscribe and hit notification bell. See you in the next video.